Tom Ford Oud Minéral is one of my absolute favorite fragrances from the Private Blend line. It's had a little bit of a tumultuous existence. It existed and then it didn't, and then it existed in this form and then it didn't, and now it's back. Tom Ford, not Tom Ford himself, but representatives of the brand were kind enough to send over a bottle of the newest rendition of Tom Ford Oud Minéral, which is one of the newest additions to the Signature collection, which seems to be a resting place for many of the Private Blend fragrances that don't do quite so well, but they don't want to give up on them, and I'm really all about that. So in this video, what I want to do is I'm going to smell this side by side with the slightly original bottle that I have. I'm going to let you know how they compare and if this holds the same magic as the original. So you'll see in the B-roll, we got this cute little bottle, and I'm glad they sent me a 50 milliliter because I have two other Tom Ford fragrances in the Signature line in 50 mils. So it's good to have some continuity, some cohesiveness, if you will. Love the bottle design, love the colorway. First thing I'm going to do is spray the original on a blotter. Man, smoky, salty ocean water, a little bit green and seaweedy. Yeah, just smoky ocean. It's fresh, but it's dark, enigmatic, mysterious, classy, bold, but not loud. I love this stuff. Not gonna be for everyone. So I wonder what they did with the new one. Let's see. Interesting. Okay, let me see. I'm gonna smell them right next to each other. You know, if there's differences, they're very minimal. I would say maybe this is a little bit less smoky, maybe, and that might be my nose playing tricks on me. I'm definitely not smelling it quite as presently. I'm not gonna say it's lighter or weaker, but for some reason I was smelling the original a whole lot more. But it's pretty much the same fragrance. Obviously, I'm gonna have to get this on skin.
In fact, let's just get it on skin.
It's the same Oud Minéral, but it's not identical. I want to be sure. So we got the original and we got the new one. Yeah, honestly, when I put them right next to each other, they smell pretty much the same. And they're especially going to smell that way in the air. Up close, I am detecting a little bit more presence from the OG. This appears to be a little bit more tame, a little bit less brash, perhaps making it more approachable. I imagine that was a calculated move. And there typically is a slight change in formulation when these fragrances drop, so to speak, from Private Blend down to Signature line. We saw the same thing with Ombre Leather. The Signature line versions are not identical to what they were in the Private Blend line. And I think, you know, they're putting it into a cheaper bottle. It's a less expensive collection, and maybe that shows in the scent itself. They're not just dropping what it was into a cheaper bottle. They're somehow making it less expensive to produce as well, and maybe that comes with some sacrifices in the formulation and the ingredients used. I don't know, this is all speculation, but what I can say right off the bat with these first impressions is that it's basically the same fragrance. I would imagine that maybe a few more people will like the new version a little bit more than the old one, because the old one, again, is a little bit more in your face. I'll give it a full wearing. We'll see how that full experience goes, but if you've been interested to try Tom Ford Oud Minéral, this is your chance to basically grab the same fragrance with some minor tweaks that you won't even notice because you may not have smelled the OG. But even if you have, you'll be hard pressed to really know the difference, especially when you get it in the air. I'm going to link down to Tom Ford Oud Minéral in the description. I'll see if I can find a sample for you to try. And I want to know what you guys think. Let's talk about it in the comments. Do you enjoy this fragrance? Do you find it too weird? Have you been hesitant to try it? All is valid. Let's talk about it. Thank you so much for tuning in. Peace. I'll see you in the next one.